Alaska Native education hasn't always been what it is today. When looking back, in the village of Larsen Bay, Kodiak Island, Alaska, we had such a rich community of beautiful people that still carried on a lost culture in their everyday tasks and humor. In the public school I attended, we had no native songs, native dances, or games. We read stories we could not relate to. Although we had dedicated teachers, we didn't always relate to them nor the history we were presented. Being native was not something to be proud of, and it was often joked about. In my grandparents' generation, children were taken away by missionaries so they could have a better life. My grandma told me how her mother missed one of her sisters that was taken away, so she named the next baby after her. My grandfather went to a boarding school and recalls being punished for speaking Alutiiq. My great-auntie told me her experience at boarding school was good. She was always a helper and treated well. She said she couldn't believe how some of the kids that got sent there from up north were like savages, in her words. When talking about these experiences, she cried to me for the first time ever. I thought to myself, there must be something she is leaving out. Often children who had less nativeness were favored and used as an example. The history our ancestors lived still affects us today and will affect our children and their children for years to come. Today my family has battled alcoholism, depression, and suicide like so many other Alaska Native families. This is not just my story. It is just as difficult for those that stay in the villages as it is for those who have come into the city and are faced with new struggles to adapt. There is a reason why wellness is such a priority for our children who have the highest rates of injury in the country, often due to deeper issues. My name is LaRita.wmv. I'm Supiaq, Alutiiq, Aleut, Koniag. The latter three names of the same tribe were given to us. My pride in working with Camp Healthy Kids at South Central Foundation comes from the joy of seeing children who have Native teachers with pride in their culture. We educate our children in nutrition, exercise, and safety while involving cultural activities like Native Youth Olympics, Native dancing, storytelling, and crafts, so that they are not only getting tools for their health, but tools to continue their lifetime of wellness and healing. This is the education our children need today.